All right. Let me adjust a little bit. We're going to start from standing position, but keep your blanket handy. I'm going to use it as we go down. Let me adjust a little bit more here. Yeah. Standing position. Samastiti. We're going to distribute the weight between the front and the back and bringing the shoulders up, back and down, up, back and down. One more time. Up, back, and down. Oh, my nose is itching now. Let's bring the hands together to the heart center. Lowering the gaze towards the floor or closing the eyes. Let's bring the attention towards the breath as we watch the breath moving in and out. First, allow your breath to be regular, normal, and regular breathing. Nothing is changing yet. Gradually begin to deepen the inhales and the exhales in a way that feels soft, gentle, smooth, and even. This is a good moment to engage with Ujjayi breathing. And then slowly release the hands down by your hips. Relax your shoulders, elbows by your rib cage, lifting the heart, lengthening the spine. And with the next inhale, turn the palms forward as you draw the shoulder blades to each other, rotating the shoulders back and down. And exhale, release the palms down by your hips. Inhale, palms going forward, shoulders back and down. And release the shoulders and palms down by your hips. Turn the palms forward, shoulders back and down. And release the palms down by your hips. Now with the next inhale, bring the arms out to the side in T position. And exhale, release the hands down by your hips. Shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, arms out to the side, T position. Exhale, hands down, shoulders up, back, and down. One more time. Inhale, arms to the side. And exhale, down, shoulders up, back, and down. Now bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, rotate the wrist, going in one direction, going into the opposite direction. And then bring the arms to the side, palms facing forward. Take a deep inhale, and then bring the arms back to open the front of the chest, the front of your shoulders. And then exhale, release the palms down towards the hips, shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And one more time as you release it down. With the next inhale, bring the right arm up, flex the elbow, place your right hand to your left ear, and let's stretch the side of the neck. As we exhale, release the right ear to right shoulder. Concentrate on the breath. Use the deep exhales. Release your left shoulder down. And release, let go, hand down. Inhale, left arm up, Flex the elbow, place your left hand to your right ear. Take a deep inhale and exhale, left ear to your left shoulder. Right shoulder is sinking down. Deep breath in. Full exhale out. And release. And then bring both hands back. Interlace the fingers, elbows in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Use your breath. And then slowly from there, bring the head up. Release the arms out to the side. Shoulders up, back, and down. Now let's have your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Bring the hands to your waist and rock forward and down into the toes. Give some movement to the ankles, the feet. Just checking with the balance. And then release it down. Let's rotate from the hip joint, knee, ankle joint, going in one direction and to the opposite direction. And release it down. Let's do the same thing, opposite leg. Again, originating the movement from the hip joint, knee and ankle, and going into the opposite direction. And release it down. And now we're going to come again into rocking into the toes. This time we're going to turn the palms forward and to the front, and then exhale, heels down, rotate the palms back. Rotate from the shoulders blade and rotate the palm forward, coming to the toes. And then as you exhale, release it down, palms back. One more time. Shoulders up, back and down, rotate the palms forward, heels up. Heels down, rotate the palms down, and then bring the hands to your waist again. Bring the top of the foot back to stretch the top of the ankle. Lift from the chest, breathing in and out. And then release the right foot under your right hip. Now left foot goes back, gently pressing through the top of the feet, lifting from the heart. Relax your shoulders. And release. Left foot under your left hip. Now inhale, bring both arms overhead. Exhale, release the right hand down. Reach with the fingertips of your left hand. Move the spine to the right as you relax the left shoulder back. It's a little stretch. Breathing in and out. Take a deep inhale. Back through center, release the left hand down. Inhale, right arm goes up and overhead. Press through the foot and then move the spine to the left. Release the right shoulder down. Use your breath. And inhale back through center, release right hand down, shoulders up, back and down. Let's come to the back of the mat with the feet again wide as your hips into Samastiti. We're going to stretch slowly the spine, going up and down from Samastiti to Uttanasana. Inhale, bring the arms forward and up, reach to the fingertips. Belly goes in, flex the knees slightly and fall forward to stretch the back. Relax your neck. Inhale, hands under the knees, move the chest away. Exhale, fall forward, Uttanasana. Arms to the side, engage the core, come back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lift the chest, heels up, heels down. Inhale, hands up, swan dive. Nice long spine, pull the belly in, hands towards the floor. Inhale, and hands under the knees. Exhale to fall forward. Engage the core, reverse one dive, come all the way up to standing. Hands to the heart, rocking to the toes. Heels down, belly in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward, stretch the spine, relax your neck. Inhale, hands under the knees, halfway up. And all the way down. Arms to the side, engage the core, come all the way up. Hands to the heart, rocking to the toes. Heels down and Samastiti. Take a moment, breathing in and out. Now strengthening as we stretch the spine, we're going to strengthen in the back muscles. Bring the arms overhead. Now bring the hands to cactus arms as we lower the spine halfway down. Stay there and bring the arms forward by your ears. Exhale, release the hands towards the floor, Uttanasana. Arms to the side, engage the core, come all the way up. Hands to the heart. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Flex the elbows, cactus arms, pull the belly in. Engage those back muscles halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms forward. Palms facing to each other. And then slowly release the hands down to Uttanasana. Reverse one dive, arms to the side, engage the core, come all the way up. Hands to the heart. One more time. Inhale, straighten the arms up and overhead. Belly in, chin in. Fall forward from the hips, Uttanasana. I'm sorry. Bring the hands to your cactus arms into halfway up. And then straighten the arms forward, palms facing to each other. Exhale, hands towards the floor, Uttanasana. Reverse one dive, engage the core, come all the way up. Hands to the heart. Take a moment. Connect back with your breath. Breathing in and out. And then slowly lower the hands down towards the floor. Let's come now into positioning the feet, preparing for warrior one. So we're going to rotate the left foot out, 35, 40 degree angle. One step forward, comfortable step forward, not too close to the back foot, not too far forward. Adjust your hips, your shoulders, bring the arms overhead, flex the knee, and then gently arch the upper spine. Your right knee is bent, your left leg straight. Flex the elbow, lower the spine halfway down. Inhale, engage the core, come up, straighten the arms overhead, warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms, release the spine halfway down, engage those back muscles, engage the core. Inhale, straighten the spine up, arms overhead. One more time. Flex the elbows, cactus arms, lower the spine halfway down. Engage and lift the spine, straighten the arms overhead. Now straighten the right knee, lower the hands down towards the shin or towards the floor and move the right hip back. Release your neck, your chest. Breathing in and out. Flex your right knee, engage the core, and let's all return to warrior one. Release the hands down by your hips, rotate the spine, and now let's come preparing for warrior two. The foot is in line with parallel to the back of the mat, toes of the right foot pointing to the front. Bend the right knee to the right at 90-degree angle, shoulders over the hips, arms to the side, look over to your right hand. Take a deep inhale. And then straighten the knee and reach with the spine, reach with the hands, lower in Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. Engage the core to come back up. Inhale all the way up, Flex your right knee and look over to your right hand to warrior one. Inhale, straighten and reach with the spine. Nice long spine. Lower the hand down and fingertips of your left hand are pointing up to the sky. Engage the core. Inhale, come back through center. Flex the right knee. Look over to right hand. Deep inhale. Last round, straighten the knee. And the spine goes to the right, reaching through the fingertips and then slowly release it down. Take a deep inhale. Coming up and then slowly release the hands down. Rotate the right foot, one step to meet your left foot, Samastiti. Hands to the heart. Take a moment. Reconnect back with the breath. Notice if your breath got a little short. Slow the breath down. And slowly lower the hands down. I'm going to come to the opposite side of the mat. So I'll be facing to the screen. Let's rotate the right foot out, 35, 40-degree angle, one comfortable step forward with your left foot. Hips and shoulders pointing to the front of the mat. Flex your left knee and bring the arms overhead to reach through the fingertips, gently arching the spine. Keep the knee bent. Flex the elbows and lower the spine halfway down. Engage the core and bring the arms overhead. Take a deep inhale. Flex the elbows and exhale, lower the spine halfway down. Engage, lift the head, lift the chest. Keep your left knee bent and reach with the hands up. One more time. Take a deep inhale. Flex the elbow, lower the spine halfway down. Engage the back muscles, the core, return back up. Now straighten your left leg with a nice long spine. Pull the belly, lower the hands to the shins or towards the floor. Move the left hip back, chin to your chest and breathe. Flex your left knee, engage the core, bring all the way up to warrior one. Exhale, release the hands down. Rotate the spine. Let's adjust the legs for warrior two. Left knee is bent now over to the ankle, toes pointing to the back of the mat. And the right foot, in my case, is parallel to the front of the mat. Shoulders high, arms at shoulder height, and look over to your left hand. Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten the knee. Let's come to triangle. Move the spine. Exhale, release the hand down and reach with the fingertips up. Engage the core to come back up. Flex your left knee. Look over to your left hand, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg and reach with the fingertips. Nylon spine. As you exhale, you lower. And as you inhale, you engage and flex the knee into warrior two. One more time. Inhale, straighten the knee. Reach with the spine. Exhale, lower. Engage and come back up. Flex your left knee, relax your shoulders. Release the arms, rotate the left foot and bring the right foot to meet your left foot. Samastiti. Time to reconnect back with the breath. And gently release the hands down by your hips. Let's come into, okay, I'm going to put this way. So with the feet again wide as your hips, we're going to bring the arms forward like shoulder height and then move the hips back into chair pose. So from here, rock forward into the heels, heels down, straighten the legs, hands down by your hips. Arms up to shoulder height. Flex the knee, move the hips back, lower a little bit deeper. Knees over to the ankle, and then rock into the toes, heels up, balance, engage the core. Heels down, straighten the legs, hands down by your hips, lift from the heart. Working with strength, balance, and concentration. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height, belly in. Exhale, engage those back muscles, lower with control. Rocking into the toes, heels up. Heels down, engage, straighten the legs, hands down by your hips. Take a deep inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Flex the knee, move the hips to chair. Engage and rock forward, heels up. Heels down, back muscles super strong. Straighten the legs, hands down by your hips. 2 more. Take an inhale, arms up. Bend the knees, move the hips to chair. Engage the core, rocking forward. Heels down. Straighten the legs, hands down by your hips. 1 more. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, flex the knee, engage those back muscles. Chair, rocking into the toes. Heels down. Straighten the legs, hands to your hips, hands to the heart. Reconnect back with the breath. And hands down by your hips. I'm going to be facing now my screen. Let's work with balance more, a little bit. And we're going to, at the same time, stretch the quad muscle. So if you need support, please reach to the furniture or the wall. We're going to flex the right knee and bring the right foot back to hold the top of the right foot with your right hand. If your right knee is pointing out, you have to guide the right knee closer to your left knee. This is a modification of King Dancer. You can stay here. You can bring the left arm up. You can come into the full pose if you like. Wherever you are, please don't compromise your breath. Allow the breath to move deep, full, and relaxed. You're focusing your gaze on the floor. You're guiding the heel closer to your buttocks to stretch the quad more, to stretch the muscle of your knee. Working with balance and concentration. And then slowly release the hand down, release the right foot down, hands to your waist, and let's mobilize your left ankle, leg. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Now the weight is on your right leg, and then we're going to flex the left knee to hold the top of your left foot with your left hand. Guide the left knee closer to your right knee. Focus on the floor where you can actually focus your gaze. And if you like, you can bring the right arm up. You can come into the full pose if you feel comfortable. Remember the breath. Very important not to hold the breath. Create the connection between mind and your breathing. And slowly release the hand, release the foot, and let's release that right leg, mobilizing and releasing. Good job. Let's come to the back of the mat with Samasthiti again, with the feet under the hips. We're going to float arms forward now. And as we exhale, fall forward into the swan dive as you release these hands towards the floor. Knock your head, rock your head. Yes. Shake your head, no. Relax your neck and let's walk the hands now to downward dog. So have your wrist wide as your shoulders and your feet wide as your hips. Heels towards the floor, chin to your chest, shoulders away from your ears, rocking the heels up and down, up and down, up and down. Bring the knees towards the floor to table. Let's rest to child's pose as we move the hips to the heels. Soften the elbows towards the mat. Forehead towards the hands of the floor or the block. Take your time. And then slowly bring the hands by your knees, come kneeling position. If you need to protect your knees, remember to use your blanket or your towel. And let's have the knees wide as your hips, maybe using your fist is a good reference to have them in between the inner part of your knees. That's a good distance. Let's work a little bit more, opening the chest, stretching the front part of the body with camel pose. Let's modify this one by having the hands to the back of your hips, the fingertips facing down towards the floor, elbows in, move the thighs and the pelvis forward, arch the upper spine, look up, don't drop the head back, please. Just find a point where you can focus your gaze between the wall and the ceiling and just move the pelvis, open the upper spine, the chest. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Move the hips to the heels, relax the arms down by your side, forehead towards the floor. Take a few rounds of breath. Slowly coming to kneeling position again. Hands back, place into the sacrum, fingertips pointing towards the floor, elbows in, pelvic thighs moving forward, and lift the chest, arch the upper spine, breathing in and out. And move the hips to the heels, come into Balasana, relax the arms down, release your neck, take a few rounds of breath. One last round, standing in the knees, placing the palms to the sacrum, elbows in, guide the thighs, the pelvis, the hips forward, and then arching the upper spine, lifting the chest. Don't forget to breathe, please. And release, and that was the last one. Fall forward, counterbalance the back bend. Relax your upper spine, your shoulder blades, your elbows, and just breathe. Let's bring the palms forward. Let's come to tabletop to mobilize the spine a little bit after holding in position in camel pose. Knees wide as the hips, wrist under the shoulders, Chakravakasana, cat-cow. Inhale, arch the spine, look forward, round the spine into the cat. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward, round into the cat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, open the chest. Rounding and moving into child's pose. Take a moment. Let's come into tabletop position. A little bit more strength work. We work with strengthening the spine, the legs, and now we're going to work on core strength. So lower the elbows down and then straighten the left leg back and then the right leg back. So here's one, that position of plank position. You can lower the knees down, but not under the hips. Remember that. Just a little bit. So from plank position, you lower the knees and you can hold it there as long as you keep your core engaged. So you're not sagging, you're not dropping, you are engaging and holding. The torso up, the belly's engaged, the back muscles are engaged. Keep the breath flowing. And then slowly place the palms down, pick up the elbows and one hand at a time, place it under the shoulders into tabletop, and then move the hips to child's pose. Take a moment there. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and let's move the legs to the front. So from here, let's have your feet wide as your hips. Bring the arms forward, shoulders back and down, and then lower the spine halfway down. Pick up the feet off the mat, lower the fingertips to the floor. Lower the feet down, arms forward, engage the core, and come back up. Shoulders back and down, lower halfway down. Feet up, fingertips of your hands down. Heels down, arms up. Flatten the spine, neutral position. Exhale, lower yourself halfway down. Engage, feet up, hands down. Heels down, arms up. Engage, back through center. Two more. Take a deep inhale and lower yourself halfway down. Feet up, hands down. Feet down, arms up. Engage the core, back through center. One last. And lower yourself halfway down. Engage the core. Feet up, hands down. Feet down, arms up. Engage the core. And farmer's pose, release your spine. Take a moment. Lift the head, lift the chest. And then slowly lower your spine gently, one at a time, down towards the floor. Use your blanket to protect your neck. Place the blanket or the towel under your neck. Let me adjust my screen. Remember to guide the chin to your chest to stretch those muscles connecting to the back of your head. And bring the arms to the side as you rock the head gently from side to side. Head back through center, take a moment. And bring the arms overhead and bring the legs up. As we exhale, flex the knee 90-degree angle, we lower the hands down to the floor. Straighten the legs, arms up, knees overhead. Flex the knee, hands towards the mat, arms to the floor. Straighten the legs, arms up, legs towards the sky. Flex the knee, release the hands down. Two more. Inhale, straighten the legs up, arms overhead, relax your shoulders. Flex the knee, lower the hands. One more. Inhale, straighten and reach with the fingertips behind you. And then flex the knee, lower the hands down. Lower the feet down, wide as your hips. And then let's come into bridge pose to align your spine. Lift, and then slowly release it down towards the floor. Arms to the side in T position. Rock your head side to side. And head back through center. Now from here, let's cross the left leg over to right leg, holding from the hamstring or the shin. Let's stretch the outside of your left hip. Chin to the chest. Figure 4 as you breathe. And then slowly lower the right foot down. Keep your left foot on top of your right thigh. Bring the arms down by your side. Let's come to bridge pose with one leg. Right leg is down. Lift and holding bridge. Breathing in and out. And lower the bridge down. Half happy baby. Grab the outside of your left foot or the outside of your left leg and open your left hip, inner thigh, groin. Breathe through this. And lower the left foot down. Now place your right foot on top of your left thigh with both hands. Figure 4, holding from the hamstring or the shin. Breathe through the outside of your right hip now. And release the left foot down. Keep the right foot on top of your left thigh. Arms down to the mat, chin to your chest. And engage. And let's come into bridge pose with the left leg only. And release it down. Half happy baby. Grab the outside of your right foot or leg and open as you breathe in and out. And release the right foot down. Now with the both feet wide as your hips, we're going to come into bridge pose. Lift the pelvis, lift the hips, holding position. And slow down. Let's come into the full happy baby. Holding from the outside of both feet or the legs. Keep the sacrum down, chin to your chest. And release. Bring the knees over to the hips and the feet in line with your knees. 90-degree angle, arms to the side, T position. We'll slowly go to the left to twist in control. To the left, 1, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause there. Release. In control, engage the core. Inhale slowly back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly to the right. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the twist. Excuse me, engage the core. Back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet down. Let's come to bridge pose to align the spine. And then slowly down towards the mat. Hug your left thigh into the chest with the hands below your knees. Make a circle. Going into the opposite direction. And release the left foot down. Hug the right thigh into the chest. Make a circle from the hip joint, one direction first. Going to the opposite direction. And release it down. Feet are together. Bring the arms in T position. And then slowly open the knees out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly back to center together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk the feet wide as your mat. And then windshield wiper the legs. Moving from one side to the opposite side. Rocking the head in the opposite direction. And back through center. Bring the thighs into the chest. Hug yourself. Stretch your lower back. And straighten the legs up to the sky. Arms in T position. Slowly open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug yourself. Stretch your lower back. Lower the feet again, wide as your mat. Some windshield wiper movement here again. And let's return back through center. Now, have your legs straight together. Point the toes Reach with the arms overhead through the fingertips. Now, flex the elbows, place the hands to the back of your head, elbows up, and lift the head off the mat as you bring the chin to your chest. Stretch the back of the head. And then slowly lay the head back towards the floor. Arms in T position, rock your head from side to side. Now open the legs wide as your mat and then have your toes turn out and then bring the toes in. From the hip joint, rotate the feet, the knees and hips. The toes are coming in, knees in, hips in. And just keep rotating from the hip joint and move the toes in and out, in and out, in and out. Keep the feet out and then slide the arms away from the body with the palms facing up. Release the shoulders towards the floor, eyes closed. Welcome to Shavasana. You are now in your final pose. Allow your body to find that yummy spot where you can actually let go and surrender to stillness, where you can release into a full relaxation state. Gently are guiding your body to let go muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Noticing the natural curvatures of the spine, noticing the places where your body is in touch with the mat. You are fully aware of your body. So listening to the tensions that you might still feeling in your body, and you are doing your best to release, to let go, to surrender. Hmm. Now slowly, please begin to deepen the breath. Gently bring awareness back to the body as you deepen the breath, as you rock your head, wiggle your toes, fingers. Bring the arms overhead as you reach through the points of your toes. Lengthen the spine. Take a deep inhale and then bend the knees to hug yourself. To gently, slowly roll over to one side and take a moment. Don't rush, please. The head comes last. Slowly, gently, please. Let's all meet and sit together. Either Sukhasana, easy pose, or if you need to sit on a chair. Just notice the breath. Be in touch with that connection, breath and mind. And let's work on our Ujjayi breathing. The idea here is to fully concentrate on the flow of the air moving in and out, controlling the speed without forcing the breath, as quiet as we can. To just breathe with awareness. We slow down the mind. And we come into a full deep stillness of the body and the mind. Slowly returning back to regular breathing pattern. Excuse me. Guiding the hands to the center of your heart in Anjali Mudra. And take a moment here to be grateful for the time we spent together working on our bodies and our minds and our spirits. Being grateful for this time together where we can actually slow down and be aware of the present moment. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. We're asking for peace within ourselves. We're asking for peace with our relationships. We are asking peace in our perfect world. And I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Thank you. Namaskaram. Thank you.